This demonstration, we're going to take a look at a Report Builder 3.0's chart properties, and we'll go through visibility, expressions, headers, and footers. And first off, we've got a nominal chart open here. It really doesn't matter. What we're going to take a look at is the chart's properties. So once I'm within the chart area here, I'm going to right-click and select Chart Area Properties. And here's the 3D option, and this is fairly interesting. If you look down here, you've got the flat screen down, and then when I enable 3D, see I get this immediate change so that the chart is displayed in 3D. Whether or not that communicates the information more is beats me, but it does look better, and you can change the different rotations. And if you notice, as I pivot things, they're kind of interesting down here. So if you're, I guess if you're a big fan of like Avatar or something, you can go through and fire that up. To me, it all depends on if that's what the end user wants, we'll give it to them. So again, now I've got this 3D, I'm back to my flat display. And if I go in and select visibility, see when the report is initially run, I can either show it or I can hide it. Now let's just select hide. I'm going to tell it OK, and I'm going to come in and run the report. And obviously it's gone. So I'll come back over to the design, back into the properties. I select the right one. Chart area properties again, and we'll go into visibility, and I want to show it when the report is first run. Okay. Now as I move through down here, I've got fills, solid, gradient, pattern, etc. So I can change the way the chart displays, and that's just self-evident. I can change the borders of the charts, make them thinner, and make them broader on out like that. Whatever you prefer to do down in here, I'll add some weird color. And I'll say OK, and if I come through and run it, and I'm going to go through and I've got a parameter set up to show you here in just a second. Go through and run it. Now the way I've got this set up, it's not showing up in here, and it's because of the way I have my display set up. So if I go back over to the design, back into the chart area, my visibility and my fills, and then I can change my borders, and I've got a shadow. I can do a shadow effects in here, etc. So let's go back over to visibility and look at what I consider perhaps more interesting. I'm going to say show or hide based on an expression, and pop up the expression box that I have down in here. Now I went through and created this report parameter just to show it for you. Let me cancel out of this and go through and show you what I did. So I've got a report parameter, and if I double click it, I clever name the default report parameter 1 of type integer, and I assign two different values. I said show is equal to 2 and no show is equal to a 1. Notice I could I'm really almost unlimited here. I can use a query, none, etc. I can set default values. I can go into advanced, determine when to refresh, etc. But we'll just stick down with this. I'm going to cancel out of that. Now I'm going to go in Chart Area Properties, back over to Visibility, hide it based on an expression, pop my expression box on up. And what I want to do is I'm going to come down here and select Parameters, and I'm going to double click that so I set my parameters up here, and parameters equals, and I can go down here and set equals, say 1. And I'll say OK. OK again. And now I'll go down and run the report. Select the report parameter, depending on which one I set up here. Now I select show. There is it. No show. And now it's gone. Now note what you need to get here. The chart's gone. That's because I selected the properties for the chart area. But notice the data display area is still in here. So let's go back over to design. That's what I'm saying about. Down here, here's this chart properties. So if I go back over to visibility, see that's still set to show. So this chart area down here is a different area than the visibility. Now let's take a look at headers and footers. This is fairly easy. I want to go back over into, I'm going to go into my insert here. Here's my header and my footer. I can also right click here and insert, and I'll go into page header, and now I've got my page header, header properties, fill, and we'll pick some colors to see it. And now I've got, wow, a really bright color in here. I can add stuff into my headers. So I can get down here and insert, say a text box, and then insert some text. Terrific color, huh? And then we'll go down and run it. Well, if I pick the right one. We'll go back home and run. And show the chart. And now I've got a header up in here, with some text within it. And as I drop on down, back over to the design. Footer is the exact same thing. So if I went down here like this, I could insert a footer, add a footer, and now I've got a footer in the chart.